I'm going to show you guys how to beat your first Mogul. This is the big gorilla-looking enemy that you find walking around as you're coming through Cobra. It's an optional enemy, you don't have to fight it, but it probably is a good idea to practice on it. There are going to be tougher enemies later on in the game. I'm going to show you guys a bit of a trick for defeating this first one, though, just so you can have a bit of an easier time. First up, you want to dodge its initial grab attack. You can see that it comes out first with there, and we're going to go straight onto this runnable wall. Mostly because, you might notice I'm on 4 stims. There is one available earlier than this, but this isn't a stim pickup guide. However, if you don't have this one yet because you're struggling, you might as well get yourself a 4th heal. In addition, whilst you're here, what I find to be a very good idea is to then come on back up the hill, where we'll find ourselves a meditation point. This is going to give us 2 good things. First up, I feel like it's slightly closer than the other one, and I personally wanted to face off against this guy a few times so that I could practice defeating it. So now we have a much closer vantage point for revisiting this encounter. Obviously, we can fast travel back here whenever we want to. So when it comes to facing more of these later on, you want some practice, this is the great place for that. In addition, for making this fight specifically a little bit easier, what we can now do is in fact get ourselves a stealth attack from the air and give ourselves a couple of extra free hits in there before we start the battle. Now then, when it comes to its actual moveset, I find, you see when it raises its hands there, those are supposed to be parried. It often follows that with other attacks though, so be careful. You're going to do it? You can do it? No, not going to do it this time. When it comes to that big red one, yeah, I think you're supposed to jump over it, but I find it better to come back. And then that one there can obviously follow up with the red attack. When it comes to the grab attack, you're best off sidestepping it rather than going backwards. Otherwise, it'll usually just catch you with it anyway. Little mini double one there. You can't block that, so it's a bit cheap in my opinion. Again, try and get around here. And if we can break its guard, we'll actually be able to get like an execution on it to chop its limbs off. But I find that doesn't really happen very often for me. Either way, that's most of its moves covered. I don't think there's anything else that it didn't use there, which is good. Other than the fact that if you do get grabbed, make sure you're ready to press your X button or whatever button it wants you to do. There is a quick time event after that during this encounter. I hope that helps you out with facing it and gets you some practice like it has done me. This did kill me quite a few times the first time through, and I'll catch you all in the next video.